You could say FC25 has been a very difficult game in terms of attacking, but I would object and tell you that you're not using your fingers efficiently. Within the next few minutes, I will show you how to become incredibly strong with your side players and score the easiest goals after mastering the wing play. And also in the end, I will reveal my favorite technique for completing a successful build-up using my wingers. To be able to unlock the wing play, you need to create some space for your players, and therefore there are many movement mechanics that you can use. If your winger is too far ahead of you, you can use the R1 RB button to call them back towards you while pointing them out with your left analog stick, or initiate a run forward by tapping the L1 LB button using the left analog stick in the same way. This way you control your winger off the ball and prepare the perfect spot for them to receive the ball. A more advanced method to control this run is the directed runs, which I use quite often. With this mechanic, your player runs in a specific direction that you choose. All you need to do is to initiate a run with the L1 LB, and right afterwards tap the right analog stick in the direction in which you want the player to run. If you want to see the lines that indicate the directed runs, go to your trainer settings and turn it on. The main reason why you use this mechanic is actually very simple. If you just use the normal L1 LB mechanic, your player will only run straight forward and can easily toss the defender. With the directed run, you can manually adjust the run into the free space where he's actually supposed to run. One of the most used mechanics to create space like this is the 1-2 pass. If you pass the ball to your teammate with your side player while holding onto the L1 LB button, the passer will initiate a run after passing the ball. The main focus will be on the receiver, so afterwards you should always have an eye on the initial side player who is making a run. We give you many tricks like these in our complete attacking course on the Guide Plus, which consists of 10 detailed tutorials. If you're interested in becoming better in every aspect of attacking, check the links in the description. One other way to create space on the wing without triggering a run is to switch sides, which was very beloved in FC24 but lost its efficiency a bit with FC25. However, I found a way to optimize it even in this game. When you have the ball in one side of the pitch, the defense will shift towards that side. All you have to do is to identify the winger or the wingback on the other side, clear a passing lane towards them, and send a driven lob pass by holding on to both L1 LB and R1 RB buttons together and powering it up with your crossing button. This way you can instantly create space on the other wing without the defender interfering with your build-up. After creating the space you need, you have two options to go with your side player. Let's say you are in a 1 versus 1 against the defender. The first option is to go for a cutback. With the cutback method, you pull the ball back towards the center with a sharp turn and explore your passing or shooting options. When you run down the wing, stop sprinting by letting go of the sprinting button and then make a sharp turn towards the center side, either simply with your left analog stick or with the help of a skill move. Once you execute a cutback, you should always consider looking at your teammates who will become the perfect passing choices. Let's say we are running on the wing in a 1 versus 1 situation against the defender. The defender has to commit defensively to the space ahead of him because my player has the advantage. I want to use it against him and execute a cutback towards the center, which is why I let go of the sprinting button and execute a ball roll towards the direction I want to go to, which allows me to change direction sharply and creates a whole new passing lane towards my teammate while the defender was securing the way towards the goal line. With 2 passes, I find my attacker inside the box only to score the goal. In the same way, you can also find a good shooting opportunity. Simply take a look at if the defender is committing towards a space ahead of you, make a sharp turn, and explore your chances. The other option to use in similar positions is to explore the goal line. Sometimes the opponents expect you to execute a cutback and commit to it, and this method perfectly counters that. You go down deeper towards the goal line and watch the players inside to create an opportunity. You have to be very dedicated and also very patient once you go for it. Once the opponent hesitates and tries to deny the cutback opportunity, go for the goal line. As mentioned, patience is the key because you might have multiple passing options and the opponent might have to select one of them to defend. Once they make their choice, you can simply pass the ball towards the other one and easily score into the empty net. The other finishing technique after exploring the goal line, which I'm about to show you, is a little bit more advanced since it was supposed to be fixed with the latest gameplay update. After exploring the goal line, the shooting angle becomes really tight, which is now covered much better by the goalkeepers. However, if you use time finishing correctly and hit green every single time, near post shots are still viable and incredibly dangerous. They are unexpected simply because the angle seems impossible, and in fact they won't be getting in with a normal shot, but as mentioned, green time finishing will do the trick. As you can see here, I beat the defender and can actually pass the ball to my teammate, but I'm not quite sure if the defender close to him suddenly could interfere with the pass. So instead, I decide to go for the shot, even when the angle is tight, and right after loading up the shot, I press the shooting button a second time to execute the perfect time finishing towards near post, and the keeper simply can't hold it. Coming to our final topic, which is indeed crossing. This one is pretty underrated, however very strong, especially with the crossing method I use quite often. There are two aspects you need to be careful with. The first one is the movement of your potential target inside the box. If he is being covered as he is moving, then it might become really hard to execute an efficient cross. The second one is the power of the cross. There might be multiple targets inside the box, so the question of who will receive the ball depends on your controller input. Here, if I want Thuram to receive the cross, I should only tap the crossing button with 1 bar of power, for Salah to receive it 2 bars, and for Lampard 3 bars. My main target was Lampard, and as you see, I load up 3 bars of power as I cross the ball in, and this way complete a perfect build up from the wing. As mentioned at the start of this video, there is this crossing technique I use quite often when it comes to Wingplay, and it is the one and only low cross. Once you are on a break on the wing and have teammates joining you in the attack from the center, you always search for the best passing opportunity. Let us pause the frame right here. As you can see, the opponent hesitates and stops for a cutback, but I'm still going forward and see the supporting player who is also making his way towards the goal. I can go for a normal pass, normal cross, or a lob through pass, but there is this chance of the ball getting caught by the keeper or intercepted by the defender who is trying to catch me. The low cross, however, always lands in front of the runner, is incredibly fast and almost impossible to catch by the keeper. To be able to execute it, simply point out the potential receiver and double tap the crossing button. Even if there's a defender between you and your target, this crossing technique always prioritizes the running lane of the receiver and will adjust its direction with a curve simply 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. You can work with this and other crossing techniques after executing a cutback or exploring the goal line, depending on the current state of the defense, so be patient and open your eyes. If you didn't know that this crossing type even existed, then you should immediately take a look at one of our latest videos, which explains 29 different passing techniques that exist in FC 25, which appears on your screen right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until next time, take care and peace.